My family is originally from East Germany, and after the war they were refugees, and they emigrated to Argentina. So I have a double background. I grew up in Latin America and went there all the way through high school. After that I returned to Germany and started studying there, and my goal always was to come to the United States, and it took me quite a bit of work. I finally got it because I had no money. So like a lot of people, a lot of desire, no money, but I ended up with a scholarship, and the school that would take me was at Georgia Tech in Atlanta, Georgia. So it was very interesting when I first got to Georgia Tech. They didn't have a lot of experience. This was in 1969 with foreign degrees, and so they weren't sure whether it's going to be a undergraduate or graduate student. And I told the dean, why don't we, just try me out as a graduate student. If I don't make it in one term, then you put me back. And so we cut a deal. That's something you could never do in Europe or anywhere else. So we shook hands, and I stayed in the master's program. But that was one example of what you can do in the United States, which I don't think is possible anywhere else. Clearly, when I made the decision to come to Silicon Valley, one of my managers at Georgia Tech had moved here to Hamburg and Quist, and so I called them up and said, hey, can I come? Still remember my parents, when I told them I was leaving a vice president position at Texas Instruments, they were shocked. They said, you're leaving, a life position. I said, no, this is not how it works in America. You gotta move on. And we went to do turnarounds. So it was, there was a lot more risk. A lot of people get into startups. In my case, we dealt with startups that sort of fallen angels, which was quite an experience, and that way actually became my career. Out of this one success, really the last 30 years, I've been doing turnarounds. So it's a unique part of the Silicon Valley experience, but clearly, it's a good share of it, and you can also make success out of initial failures, and we learned a lot out of that, and we are proud that we created and saved a lot of companies and created a lot of jobs and created a lot of value for our investors. One of the aspects that we really enjoyed and participated in is this concept of giving back. I was lucky, I got scholarships, but seeing that from others, but just this desire to and kind of feeling that I got to give back because I want to give other people the same opportunity. I set up a scholarship fund at Georgia Tech with the precise goal to bring students from Eastern Europe after the wall came down, so that there are a lot of kids like myself in the sense none of them had the money, but great talent. They have the same experience at Georgia Tech that I had. You have to work really hard. They're shocked when they first get there how hard people work there, but they clearly show that they can handle it.